Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to MLM Top Fails number 22. Yes, already that many Top Fails videos. I am always extremely excited when I film those because these are still to this very day my favorite type of anti-MLM content, and I cannot believe that this is already video number 22. This is me holding back because if it was up to me, I would very likely upload one MLM Top Fails video every single week, but nope. I want to show you good content, stuff that I find interesting, and I do not want to overwhelm you with a channel that exclusively uploads MLM Top Fails videos. In MLM Top Fails, I react to the posts and to the reels, to the lives of content from people who are in multi-level marketing companies. I show you their posts, I debunk misinformation, lies, sometimes we just talk about it, sometimes make fun of this. Hopefully this is entertaining for you, and that is what I do on a regular basis in MLM Top Fails videos. I think today I have a good mixture, although in the beginning it is more essential oils heavy, let's call it like this, but it's worth sticking through these. It's really fun and interesting, at least I think so. And then we also have some little gems. The first post is about Young Living, so let's take a look.
Okay, so my best friend used to be one of those oil girls and sell the oils. She made freaking bank, but she doesn't do that anymore. So she literally just let me look through her tote of oils. I love to diffuse oils. I'm not like a crunchy oil girl, but I think it's fun. Anyways, she gave me this backpack.
Wow. Okay. Excuse me. So this is somebody who is not in Young Living. She's not a Young Living hun, but she has a friend who was selling Young Living essential oils, and she gave her a backpack full of her oils. This person has a backpack of oils from somebody who was in Young Living. Who was making bank then? Her former distributor friend or Young Living? When you gift your friend a backpack of essential oils, the MLM always wins. It's like a casino when you gamble, and the winner is not the person who gambles, not the distributors.
This was not even like a fifth of these oils. Can you see this? You guys, these are expensive. Like, there's one in here. It's called like Blue Tansy or something. I don't know, but there's like probably 100 oils in here. So shout out to Dawn because I'm literally so stoked. Also, this little roller for your neck when you have a freaking migraine or for your temples. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, a backpack full of essential oils, and with a little pockets on the one side of the backpack. It looks like it's actually a backpack for essential oils. So I wonder if this is also a backpack that is actually from Young Living. So just to recap this, she got gifted a backpack full with Young Living essential oils, and according to her, this is likely just a fifth of the amount of product that her friend had at home. And she says that she probably got about 100 oils that are pricey. Yeah, Young Living oils are pricey. And I'm asking again, who made bank here? The distributor or the MLM? And also the oil she was referring to, she was mentioning here, is called Blue Tansy. It is priced at €113 wholesale. And that is the price the Young Living brand partners can purchase the products from, which is a 25% discount to the retail customers. But that is not even the priciest oil available. They can range from, and I was on the European website, so the currency is in euro, they could range from €11 for the citronella oil up to multiple hundreds of euros, for example, for the rose essential oil for 218 for an essential oil. Yeah. Let's do some Christina math. And Christina math is not necessarily accurate math, but it's calculations and giving people the grace and giving people the benefit of the doubt, if you will. So let's do some Christina math. If we calculate that this person actually did get 100 oils from her former distributor friend that gifted her those, then the oils can vary greatly in price from 11 up to hundreds of euros. And she also spoke about rollers, for example. I could not find the exact one she showed, but the peace and calming one, for example, that is available at the moment, can be bought by the distributors for 54 euro. Yeah. With that price, I personally would not be peaceful and calm, but that is what you can buy the peace and calming one for. And that's why I'm calling it Christina math. Let's say that you can average or on average buy an oil for about 20 euro per oil. That's not perfect math. That is me speculating and also being very, very kind price-wise with a range that I showed you before. But let's say that she has 100 oils in that backpack and they're worth 20 euros each. That would be 2,000 euro with Christina math. Christina math is fun, but it's very speculative. I get it. So in this backpack alone, with his very gracious math, this would be products worth 2,000 euro. That would be an equivalent to about 2,200 US dollars currently with a current currency conversion rate. So choking up because this amount of money for essential oils makes me actually nervous. If this, according to her friend, is only potentially a fifth of what her friend owns, of the amount of products that her friend has, that would add up to 10,000 euro of products that she had accumulated in Young Living at the time when she left, when she exited. That would be 11,000 US dollars with my very gracious math, Christina math. This former Young Living brand partner distributor could also, of course, have used bonus points, loyalty rewards, special sets. I completely get that. They might have also had products that were gifted for free if they had a certain amount of customers or recruit. That's why I'm calling it Christina math. But the market partners are obviously the ones that pay a lot of money for the company's own products. That is why also most market partners in multi-level marketing companies end up in debt after their MLM story across all MLMs. I have a deep dive on the channel. I will link it up here about Young Living if you want to take a look, where I went through the compensation plan. You don't have to watch the video, but if you want to get a full overview, you can do that. But I spoke about the compensation plan in that video. In Young Living, from the 5th rank and up, you had a personal volume requirement. That is the personal volume that the brand partners had to purchase themselves to be eligible for commission. At the lower ranks, associate and up, this was a CV, a customer volume, and you had to sell that much monthly. But at the middle to higher ranks, you were actually required to buy products every single month. And that explains probably why some people have that much product. The compensation plan has changed now. I also looked it up before this video. I don't know when, but now, according to the new compensation plan, the situation got even worse. Also, at the lowest rank of associate, that has a 100 PV, a purchase requirement. PV is about an equivalent maybe to a euro or a pound or a dollar, whatever your currency is, but it is never less than that. It might very likely be higher. So 100 PV could be about 100 euro per month, 100 pound or $100, but likely it is more than that. All market partners now must buy their own products on a monthly basis to receive commission. The former CV customer volume has changed to a PV, a product value requirement of 100 PV. That is wild. No surprise that Young Living people who are leaving the company now very likely have backpacks filled with products worth 10,000 euro or dollars. With Christina math, which is very generous, because I would argue that a lot of those pricey oils are also probably oils that you have to own to show them, and they're doing so much and they're so beneficial for you. And just the fact that she's giving all of these away tells me a lot. Nobody needs that many products, but if the compensation plan says, hey, you now have to buy products every single month, and before that, from the middle to the higher ranks, you have to do that, it shows just once again, the distributors are the best customers. That is wild. Now, if you're worried that maybe me reacting to this first video will deter people from joining Young Living or to do Young Living, don't you worry. There are people who will do Young Living no matter what, despite the criticism. And that is what the second video is about. It is also about Young Living.
Don't say it, 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 don't.
This is a Young Living distributor who's doing her hair, and she's posting this, and then in the background you can hear, don't say it, 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 don't say it. You're welcome. This is Christina music, by the way. And the text says, I only use Young Living oils. They're expensive because they're actually high quality. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Could you please cite your sources? The only sources that I could find that Young Living products are actually great quality are from Young Living themselves, and that is great, yes. I spoke about the myth of Young Living oils actually having better qualities than others on the market. There were found synthetics in some of the oils. The plants are not all from Young Living farms, although they claim they are. That's why Young Living has to purchase ingredients from common dealers, the ones that mainstream essential companies that are not connected to MLMs use as well. So actually high quality my ass. Pardon my language, but the only sources that prove that Young Living products are high quality is Young Living themselves. But that is kind of the setup for this don't say it, don't say it, don't say it post. And then you can see the objections, the complaints people have about Young Living. It's interesting how the quality topic is an answer for those reasonable objections, because it's not. Anyway, they preach versus unsafe practices, which is actually true because synthetics and allegedly high quality, all natural essential oils is preaching one thing and then doing the other. I'm not sure about whether it's safe or not safe, if this is also something that you have in mainstream essential oils. That is for sure false advertisement, but I cannot comment if this is safe or not safe. But it is for sure false advertisement if you claim that all of the products and all of the ingredients that are used in Young Living oils, they come from their very own farms. It's proven that they don't, and that some of the oils were used as well with synthetics in them. Then that is false. That is misinformation, and it is for sure false advertisement. And I would say that you preach one thing, but then you have practices that don't support that. So yeah, I would say the first one is actually correct. The CEO is a crook. If she's referring to the founder and to the former CEO, Gary Young, who passed away years ago, then I would say he is not just a crook, but a criminal. And that's not allegedly, because Gary Young was imprisoned for operating in the medical field without the proper education as a doctor, and he actually had to serve some time behind bars because of his privileged situation, because of his financial status. I think he was able to get out of prison rather quickly. He was involved in some weird and heinous shit that could have truly damaged other people. In addition to that, he was also involved in his daughter's birth. And the little girl, unfortunately, the baby, the newborn, died shortly after giving birth. It was a daughter he had with his first wife, because he kept the baby underwater right after she was born, because he wanted to prove that babies could breathe underwater if you let them do that right after birth. The little girl died, and he was responsible for this, and not too long after, his first wife also separated from him and divorced him, understandably, because that must have been an extremely traumatic experience. So yeah, a crook is actually a nice word if we're referring to Gary Young here. And then on top you also have the Young Living oily stuff that I spoke about, but that seems rather minor compared to doing medical procedures on people, although you're not allowed to because you don't have the medical education and the medical background, into you allegedly killing your newborn child. Up to 50% of the price goes to the upline. I do not know if 50% in Young Living goes to the upline, but MLM products are overpriced. They always are, because you have to finance multiple layers of the multi-level marketing industry. If you sell a product, the person that sells you the product in an MLM gets a commission. So does their upline, likely their upline's upline and their upline's upline. And even if they do not get cut a direct check, whatever you sell is also part of the group volume, the downline volume, and just the overall team volume. It always contributes to that as well. And that is why the prices of MLM products have to be so pricey, because you do need to finance the multiple layers in the MLM. It's just a given. And if we take a look at Young Living's compensation plan, we can see that there are commissions based on levels and generations the top 3 ranks can make. And that also has to be included in the price of the oils. That's also where this is financed from. So yeah, I would say, once again, an accurate statement. But I guess don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. If you don't get that out of your head for days, then please don't let me know, because it will be stuck in my head forever. There are other brands that are equal quality that are much more affordable. Yeah, that's also true, because if Young Living purchases some of their ingredients from wholesale parties, once again, I'm also speaking in depth about this in the Young Living deep dive that I have on this channel, if they receive ingredients like other oily companies do as well, then that is accurate, because there are other companies out there that have the same ingredients that also sell essential oils that are cheaper, because they don't have to pay MLM levels, and very likely they are of a certain quality and they have a certain fan base, and they might be able to cut back on marketing, and that is why they can be cheaper, but they have the same or even better quality. So that was interesting, not very accurate from her points, but she wasn't able to debunk any of these points, any of these accusations that I would say are very legitimate concerns. And that is something I see a lot with MLM reps. They're not really able to address the individual points because, factually speaking, they cannot talk about these objections. That is why we're having posts like this where the feedback is just not going to comment on this. It's not worth my time, but here we are, and we have a reel, a video, a live, a post of sorts, not addressing the actual topic, but saying that you are stupid because you simply don't understand what's going on. Yeah, it's totally legitimate. But let's move on. Maybe to the Young Living competitor in the MLM world. Yes, I am talking about doTerra, the other oily multi-level marketing company. This next post is a video from somebody who's in the top 1% in doTerra, and she is on a podcast from somebody else who's also in doTerra, and she speaks about the doTerra business opportunity, and I would guess why it is so great.
A company growth rate, and they run their business. doTerra, the way that they source, the way that they run their business is high integrity, high core values. That's one of the things that really attracts really successful people to doTerra. The other thing that attracts people is they do want the time freedom. They see, I'm over here working. I probably work 20 hours a week. I could work less, but I enjoy working. I could maintain my business probably on 5 hours a month. The 6 and 7 figure people, a lot of them, they just are they're ragged. Yeah. They're tired, and they need to link arms with a residual type income. And they see doTerra high retention rate, longevity of a company, growth rate, international markets, releasing new products, and they go, okay, that's a strong company I can link arms with. Those are what smart business people look at. But when you can link arms with a legacy company that's been around 14 years, that they're already multi-billion-dollar company, they're opening new markets, they're debt-free, you start to see a trend of stability, and you go, okay, I can work with this company.
All right, that was a lot of information. Let's go through this step by step.
A company growth rate, and they run their business. doTerra, the way that they source, the way that they run their business is high integrity, high core values. That's one of the things that really attracts really successful people to doTerra.
Not the sourcing again. Did you know that doTerra also, together with Young Living, got caught that they were purchasing ingredients from mainstream companies to then use in their essential oils? Mentioned that before. Companies that are also operating in the oily industry, so much to core values and to integrity. And what successful people join doTerra? I'm not sure, because maybe she means other people from other multi-level marketing companies who are switching with their teams because they were already successful in another MLM. Because she cannot mean the US wellness advocates, that's the lowest rank. In doTerra, where 77% of all US wellness advocates in 2022 were located and 31% earned a commission. That is the entry level. They received a commission of $394 for the entire year. So we're talking about less than $400 per year before expenses. That doesn't scream integrity to me if most people make less than $400 in the entire company. And then the ranks 2 to 5, they're considered wellness advocate builders, and 22% of all active market partners in 2022 fell into that category. So that is the second strongest category. Those reaching the manager and director ranks represented approximately 39 and 26% of the US builders. So that's the percentage of people that are considered builders within that category. And they averaged $716 or $1,123 respectively in annual commissions. Executive rank wellness advocates were 12% of US builders, and they averaged $1,680 during the entire year. The mid-level ranks of elite and premier, approximately 18% and 5 of the US builders, once again within that category that takes up 22% of the entire company, they averaged annual commissions of $4,400 and $10,751. These are also not necessarily people we can talk about as successful. So I guess she must be speaking about the wellness advocate leaders from silver up to presidential diamond, or rather from gold and up, who make a livable income. These are the only ranks who I would consider make somewhat of a livable income if we connect that to success. And that is the vast minority in the company. That is 1%. Yeah, sounds legitimate.
The other thing that attracts people is they do want the time freedom. They see, I'm over here working. I probably work 20 hours a week. I could work less, but I enjoy working. I could maintain my business probably on 5 hours a month. The 6 and 7 figure people, a lot of them, they just are they're ragged. Yeah. They're tired.
Time freedom in a multi-level marketing company is a myth. Because you have to consistently hustle. You have to be on opportunity calls. You have to be on team calls. You have to engage with people consistently to build your network, to talk to people about products, and to talk to people about the business opportunity that you have to offer. And that is also true for the people that are at the top. While their focus might have shifted, and they might need to focus on team calls, keeping the people on the team, having talks with their leaders, the ones that are also able to recruit people, they also have to do that consistently. Like I said, their focus very likely shifted because they now that they have recruited a lot of people need to try to keep the people longer on their team, but they also have to consistently reach out to new recruits because people will join the MLM and they will leave just as quickly. Realistically speaking, whether you are a leader in an MLM, whether you're at the top 1% that allegedly makes somewhat of a livable income in doTerra, you will have to consistently try to recruit. You can never stop. You consistently have to keep the system going. And it's like a hamster's wheel or like a rat race. You can never stop doing that. So working 20 hours a week sounds highly unrealistic in my opinion. And even at the top, where she allegedly is, you can work less than people at the lower ranks, yes, and you might be able to take a step back here or there, but that will show after a couple of weeks or after a couple or a few months, because MLMs are not sustainable. The people that will join you, they will also leave. The people you directly recruited and also the people you recruited. It will show if you yourself do not recruit, and it will show if you yourself will not to continue to keep the circle going and to keep the cycle of talking to people, pitching them, recruiting them, and replenishing the people that we recruited that left. That will show. And even the leaders have to do that at some point. They might not be affected as quickly as somebody who was only able to recruit a handful of people, but it will show and they will have to do that. And to admit, if that is true, that you work 20 hours a week, then that is tone deaf, in my opinion. It's just not a smart thing to say. How are people on her team not running away screaming if they hear numbers like that? Once again, if that is true, if they compare how much time and how much work and how much effort they have to put into their doTerra business, and then you have somebody who says, well, I only work 20 hours a week. How is this not a moment for you to recognize that you're being used for the financial benefits of your leader? And I also doubt that a leader could maintain their business with 5 hours of work per month. That is highly unlikely, even maintenance-wise. In 2024, I do not believe that that is possible. Those times are likely over. I think we most prominently at the moment see that in Monat, where people we have not seen before on social media, they're back. They're back in recruiting, they're back on team calls, they're back on opportunity calls, they're back at posting regularly, not how successful they are, but that they have spots open. And those are people who were able to not do a lot over a good amount of years, but now with Monat tanking, they have to do that again. And I would argue that in 2024, it is getting harder and harder and harder to recruit people, and also for the people that are considered leaders that are in the top 1% of companies, they also will find it hard to maintain what they have. So I would argue they very likely have to reach out to a lot of people to not try to drown and to not try to see more people leave than join them.
And they need to link arms with a residual type income. And they see doTerra high retention rate, longevity of a company, growth rate, international markets, releasing new products, and they go, okay, that's a strong company I can link arms with. Those are what smart business people look at. But when you can link arms with a legacy company that's been around 14 years, that they're already multi-billion-dollar company, they're opening new markets, they're debt-free, you start to see a trend of stability, and you go, okay, I can work with this company.
Why are you linking arms all the time? Are you a child? Are you playing Ringel Ringel Reihe? Wir sind der Kinderdreihe? Okay, stop it. These are just buzzwords and word salad, but there's really not a lot of substantial information that shows that doTerra is a good business opportunity. MLMs, first of all, they do not provide residual income. Residual income is you putting in the work now, and then even months or years down the line, you can profit off of that. But you don't have to put in the amount you did in the beginning. You very likely don't have to put in any work or hardly any work. And like I explained before, that couldn't be further from the truth in MLMs, even for the leaders. You're in this consistent rat race because you consistently need to reach out to people, to have a network of people to pitch to sell to, and then to recruit. Because those that will join you, they will also fall off and they will also leave. So residual income in an MLM is not a thing. It's a myth. It's a lie. It's not a thing. And then she speaks about the high retention rate in doTerra. Could we cite sources? Sources, anyone? Are there any sources why doTerra's retention rate is so high? Why it is so important for you to join? Because that's really very beneficial. No sources here, also not in the description of the video, no. And then also longevity and stability, again, sources? No sources, okay. Got it, thanks. And then she also speaks about doTerra being debt-free. Debt-free is not necessarily a sign of a great and growing company. It can actually be beneficial for a company if they want to grow, to go into debt in a very controlled manner, to borrow money because they want to grow on specific products, they want to do specific investments that are important for the growth in their specific sector, of course, in a controlled way. And that is money you know you can pay back. You have a very clear financial plan. That is a very controlled environment. And that is money you invest into a project that is important for you, but it is money that you don't take out of your everyday business where you have to actually pay people for their work, and you don't take away from ongoing projects and from ongoing expenses. So just because a company is in debt doesn't mean that the company is in trouble, can actually be a sign of smart growth. All right, so that was doTerra and Young Living. Same. They're like Adidas and Puma. There's this eternal feud, but essentially they're not that different. I mean, Adidas and Puma are not part of MLMs, but they're not operating as an MLM system. They're reputable companies, and doTerra and Young Living, they're not. But there's this eternal feud If you didn't know, Adidas and Puma were actually established by one and the same family, and then they split up the company. And the same is also true for doTerra. doTerra, actually, former disgruntled Young Living distributors, started doTerra because they were not happy with Young Living. Not saying that doTerra is better, because we hear the same stuff, the same lies and the same blah blah we hear also from Young Living reps, as we have seen here as well, but I find that rather interesting. They're pretty much the same, in my opinion. One is not better than the other. The next post is from somebody who is in Parklane. Parklane is an MLM that sells jewelry, and this is, to be honest with you, it's a Christina pick. A lot of you have a reaction like, why are you showing us this? And I would say, welcome to my world. I will explain that in a bit. Or welcome to Parklane. Have you ever used a funnel before? It's a perfect tool to create a focus on energy to a dedicated place. 100. Today I had the opportunity and privilege to be the trainer of our entire treasure tribe. That's not great. I trained on a recruiting system in detail using a funnel system, not the Huns figuring out how to funnel potential customers. And then we have the pictures like this. So this is the very accurately styled lady. Stay focused on your mission, remain steadfast in your pursuit of excellence, and always do the right thing. I said it's going to be a Christina pick, and it is. This is somebody who wants to tell us about a funnel, so how to attract viewers, get their attention, and turn them into customers and into team members. So if you sign up for a mailing list, for example, that could be a funnel. You have to sign up for this, and then you get access to something for free so that the person who offers you a service or a product can have your data and can approach you again with marketing tools that, for example, would be a funnel. But that is not the reason why I wanted to talk about this. The reason that I wanted to talk about the post is because of this. It's like a jump scare. Sorry, Ireland. I really am. But Ireland is also on my bucket list, and you deserve better. But what is this? So this is somebody who is in Parklane. The person is obviously saving money to travel to Ireland, which is a dream location for lots of people who want to visit. Why did you post this? This is creepy. This is horrifying. Once again, apologies, Ireland. And this comes from somebody who enjoys horror movies. I'm a fan of this genre, but this is weird. These are the things that creep me out. Creepy dolls in horror movies many times are not creepy, but posts like this with creepy dolls are. Is this cute to you? Is this funny? Is this nice? Is this sweet? What is this? What is this? I mean, the duck is kind of cute. I also have one of those rubber ducks. But what is it with a kobold and with a Irish person? Ireland, you deserve so much better, and Parklane, please do better. I said it's a Christina pick, and that's really all I have to comment. I'm not going to comment further about funnels. I mean, here's an example of what a funnel could look like. You're welcome, but it's really rather about this picture. Absolutely not. The last post I want to talk about is from Monat. What would be an MLM Top Fails video without Monat? This is a post from somebody who is considered successful in Monat, and this was reposted by Ray, Monat's co-founder and CEO. Call with the top 1% of the company and our corporate team. Heart finger hand thingy emoji. And then we have a picture of this top 1% call from the leaders together with a corporate team. If you ask yourself yet again, why are you showing us, then I would like to draw your attention to the actual picture, to the actual post. I will zoom in so you can take an even closer look. Monat is currently tanking hard. We know that. So many market partners have left the company, and I'm honestly waiting for the updated income disclosure statement, which hopefully will come out in May 2024, to see if more people left or if Monat has also gained some more market partners, because Monat pretends that everything is good, everything is fine, everything is beautiful, only positive and proper thoughts. Yes, if you have seen my video about haters, that is really what happens a lot. According to the BITE model, That is what you have to do if you are in a commercial cult. Only positive and proper thoughts. So this is very, very inspirational, and I find it interesting because it is pointing towards my question, how many people are still in Monat and how many top people are still in Monat? This is a call with the top 1% in Monat. Those are the distributors and corporate. So according to Monat's current income disclosure statement, it would mean the ranks AMM and up. Those are the top 0.65%. Maybe the person is also just talking about the directors here, the top 3 ranks, but that would only be 0.04% of the people. Anyway, this is a call allegedly with the top 1% and corporate. So corporate is maybe 16 people. Not everybody might be on this call, but that is what Monat corporate is like at the moment. And this Zoom call has 2 slides, 2 pages. So on this call, we have 2 pages, and those are the top 1% and corporate. There's a handful of people in this call, including corporate. So my question is, how many top leaders are still left? Once again, this is not perfect math. This is Christina math. Not everybody might have been able to join, but these are the top people and corporate. There are not a lot of leaders left anymore if all of them fit on 2 slides, together with corporate, which is 16 people in total. And some of these are also on this call. Yeah, looks like Monat is really, really doing well. And yeah, this is also a Christina post because I find that very, very interesting. And I included this only because they're just 2 pages of alleged leaders and corporate on this Monat call. Ouch. This was MLM Top Fails number 22 with the oily hands, with the creepy Parklane Ireland posts. Sorry, Ireland. You do deserve better. And I should look into traveling to Ireland this year. Although I also have... Anyway, it's not about Ireland, but yeah, that was that. And then also Monat's top people fit onto 2 slides. That is glorious to see. And that also means that anti-MLM content very likely works. Lots of Christina posts. Let me know what you think about these. Would you like more factual information in these MLM Top Fails videos, or do you also enjoy the Christina posts? I enjoy them. I will continue to put them into those videos, but I might limit them if not everybody is interested in these, or if not a majority of people are interested in these. Let's just say it like this. But I do like to do my research on this, and then I can get the thoughts out of my head. I can film it, I can edit it, I can put it out. It is very satisfying to me. If you have posts you would like for me to react to in MLM Top Fails videos, then please feel free to reach out. My contact details are always linked down below. You can upload content to your Google Drive, share it with my email, which is cdbeautyhunter@yahoo.de. It's linked down below as well. Or you can contact me, DM me on Instagram, and let me know what you would like for me to react to. You can also do that in the comment section, but you can also do that privately if you do not want to post publicly on YouTube. I do appreciate your feedback, and I do appreciate a lot of people who already reached out and said, hey, why don't you take a look at this? Or I know somebody who does that, or who already sent me content. I really, really enjoy that. I really like that a lot. Most of the videos I post are, I would say 99% stuff I researched myself, but I'm always happy to take a look at your suggestions, what you would like for me to react to. I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate you showing up here regularly. Some people show up for every single video. I really, really appreciate that a lot. And how many more times can I say appreciate? But I do. I'm really, really grateful for all of the positive feedback and for all of the information I get from you, either in the comment section or you're reaching out privately, sharing your stories with me. This is really the really, really positive side of uploading to YouTube and also to doing this content, because people really do appreciate it. To say appreciate one more time, because this type of content does have a positive impact on people who say, I'm really glad you're speaking up about this, because this was my upline, or this is what that person did, and I'm glad that you can validate people who are in similar situations, who had negative experience in multi-level marketing companies. For some people, this is just entertainment, and I love that. These things can be entertaining as well, if it is more lighthearted posts like these, for example. And I think that is so worth, and that is also so valuable for you to just sometimes, take your head out of your everyday situation and just enjoy and feel entertained for 30 minutes. And I do hope that these videos provide that for you as well. If you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, then please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to let me know something, feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!